Hello, welcome back to the Crafty Organizer. I'm Noreen Burke, where I love bringing you all kinds of ideas from organizing to anything crafty. Today, I am super excited to bring you some storage ideas out of 2 boxes you can easily pick up at your home improvement store, Walmart, or Target. Let's get started. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for checking me out today. And if you're returning, I love getting to hang out with you again. So often I get comments about the large boxes that I have beside me. I love these boxes. They are 12 by 14 and I used to get them at IKEA. They've discontinued this color, but you can still pick them up in the seasonal color that they come out, and you can always find them in black and white. They're about $7 a piece, but I thought of a way that you could create them super easily, but with an amazing added twist. I'm going to show you how to make a storage tray that will sit inside so you get double layer storage for easy access, as well as how to make a lid out of easy to find boxes at your home improvement store or Target or Walmart or anywhere you buy boxes. Now, you can also just upcycle a box, but if you don't have access to those, or if you're ever worried about what the box was used for before and you don't want it in your house, you can just go ahead and buy a couple of new boxes for under a couple dollars. Here are the supplies you're going to need for this. You're going to need 2 boxes, one that's larger than the other. You'll need a hot glue gun, some sort of box cutter or sharp knife, and then whatever you want to cover your boxes with. Now, you can use the banker's boxes if you want and just skip ahead. Cut off the top flaps of the boxes, and please be careful doing this. I did find that having my straight edge helped. Set the flaps that you cut off aside. You're going to need those for later. Then use your hot glue gun to secure the bottoms together. This will make sure that it's super strong. Now, I would recommend not getting one of the heavy-duty boxes. This was so strong and so thick, I had a hard time cutting it, so a regular box would actually be better. Then get the larger box out, and we're going to use this to create the lid. Again, if you're using a banker's box, you don't need to use this step. But the flaps of this slightly larger box are almost perfect. So all I'm going to do is measure 2 inches outside of the box. So you can just measure this, or if you want, you can trace the box and then measure outside of it. So go ahead and mark that all out. Then mark the 2 inches outside. So you're going to have 2 squares. The smaller one, that's the actual lid, and the outer box will become the lip. Now we're going to go ahead and cut the larger section, making sure to not cut that inner section. This is just the outer side. And then we're going to cut out the corners. We're going to fold this together to make a really simple lidded box. So we don't need that excess there. So cut those corners out. And once they're out, we'll begin the next step, which is gluing them together. You can use your ruler, a boning tool, or if you have a pen, just rub it against that line. We want to score it so it does bend easily. If you don't score it, it will bend in a peculiar way and you won't get that nice square edge. Now you can either hot glue the edges together, or if you don't want to hot glue it, you can tape it. I ended up doing both methods because I did not want this lid to come apart. And now you have the perfect size lid for the box. By the way, this box was under $1. Now we're going to measure the inside of the box and transfer that measurement less 1/4 inch. We want this to be 1/4 inch smaller. We're basically duplicating the exact same way that we made the lid, but we want this to be smaller because it's going to slide inside. So you're going to draw the first line. And then that secondary line is going to be, I chose 3 inches because I want my tray to be 3 inches, but you can make that outer line however deep you want your tray. We'll cut out the corners again and get rid of those because, like I said, we're duplicating the same way we made the lid, and now we're going to score those edges, and then we'll glue the corners or tape them together. And again, this particular tray can be as deep as you want. If you wanted to go something like 6 or 8 inches, you might need a little bit of a bigger box. Now, once I get all of my corners together, we are ready for the very important step of this project. Get a long piece of tape and fold over about 2.5 inches, and then put it on the edge and use the excess to go along the bottom. Repeat this on both edges of this tray because this is how you're going to be able to pull it out once you put it inside. Now you're going to take the flaps you cut off and glue them on the standing up portion of the narrow end of the box. So use some glue, just tack it in there, and you're going to do the same thing on the other side. These end up becoming the shelves that the tray sits in on the inside of the box. Is this not genius or what? Now the tray simply slides right inside, and those little handles we made are what allow you to pull it out. Now you can put whatever you want on that second shelf, have everything you want on that top shelf, and then you have the lid to completely close everything off. So notice the tray is smaller than the lid. This is exactly what you want. Now you can go ahead and cover it, paint it, decoupage it. If you don't care, you could leave it alone. I chose to go ahead and use the spray adhesive that I love so much, and I decided to go with this black and white paper, and I went with the easiest method. I chose to not even go fancy and try and do the inside, so I just attached it to the bottom, wrapped it up on the sides, and the spray adhesive makes this so quick and easy. I did 2 simple slits at the bottom so that all I had to do was bring up the bottom and then wrap the 2 ends to overlay so that the ends of my box were nice and neat. And again, the spray adhesive makes this so easy, and if you mess up, it's removable. You could just peel it off and reposition it. I'm going to cut the 2 slits again, give a light spray, bring up that end, and then wrap the 2 corners. Then all I did was trim ever so slightly those extra edges, and I used tape from the outside and then I wrapped it on the inside. This made sure that there wasn't going to be any fraying around the edge of the cardboard, and it also made it much easier to adhere to the outside so that it was a nice smooth seam. Once I completed that on my box, I repeated the exact same steps, covering my lid with the spray mount, getting the bottom nice and secure, and then I cut the edges so that I can do the same thing to all of the ends. All in all, I think I spent about an hour making this whole box. I probably would have been faster, but I was really making sure that I was paying attention to where it was in relation to me filming. Every once in a while I still get out of shot. I'm sorry about that. So once I get all of the edges neatly wrapped around, I'm going to repeat the same process with the shipping tape, and I just make sure once again that those edges are covered so there won't be any fraying, and it also helps it to slide on and off of the box. Now that that's all complete, I can show you how the tray just goes right inside. So here's the lid, and then I have my beautiful little box. And there's my tray, and it's now just covered. Here it is all finished. I'm so excited for this box. In addition to it being black and white, which I love, I'm always torn between black and white and that pattern you can get at the Dollar Tree. I'm hooked. So this was a custom storage box that I needed just to have a little bit of access for some things that I was going to be getting into a lot. So we created the box. We have a lid on it so you can always keep your things covered and protected. I didn't cover my inside, but you could certainly cover yours if you wanted to. And then I have that beautiful pull tab that you just pull, and that whole top tray lifts out, and you have access to everything that's underneath. This is awesome if you want to have your smaller supplies broken down, but you don't want to dig for them, and if you don't want to buy a bunch of small containers. This gives you super easy access to a ton of things without having to spend a lot of money. Now, the reason I made this was because I had these new little items to give away. So if you participated in my clutter challenge and you haven't seen if you won yet, go ahead and go onto my Facebook page. I have a complete list of the winners, and you'll be getting one of these, which is a little tote bag that unfolds and has my logo on it. The thing I love about this is I wanted to give away something that wouldn't add clutter. This just folds right back up again super easily. With the little zipper, you can easily throw this in your purse or leave it in your car. It doesn't take up very much space at all. It's super lightweight. It can also be washed, and to support me, it has my logo on it. So definitely go to my Facebook page, check and see if you're a winner. But if you didn't, that's okay. Make sure you click that subscribe button. These are also going to be some of the giveaways for when I hit 100,000. And you guys, I'm getting so close. I should hopefully hit 90,000 by the end of this month. So if you've watched me before and you haven't taken a second to click that subscribe button yet, please do so. I'm really excited about getting that silver play button, and I'm really excited that I've been able to have so many new people join and come along with me on this journey of getting that RV so that I can drive around and help you get organized. So take a second to click that subscribe button. The other announcement I have, if you've watched my channel before, you know that we lost my sweet puppy Domino about 6 weeks ago. It was heartbreaking for our family, and we were not ready to get another dog. So we were very sad to have a quiet house though, and we found a rescue group that had this sweet mama puppy who had been just ditched behind a factory with puppies. Who does that? Anyway, so they found homes for all the puppies, but nobody wanted a mama. So we took her in until we could find a forever home. She was super sweet. It looked like she had been in a couple of dog fights because she had some really big wounds on her. So the rescue helped us to get the surgery on her. We got her all stitched up and healed. We've gotten her fixed. And at the end, you already know where this is going. We had to keep her. She is just the sweetest little girl. And I can't believe that someone would give such a sweet, kind, gentle dog and just ditch her behind a factory. So we're grateful that we get to be her new home. So after having her for about 3 weeks, we have decided to keep her, name her Yzma from the Emperor's New Groove. Even though it's named after a scary character, it actually means adventurous, and we're excited to have lots of adventures with her. So we're super excited to make that announcement that we have a new family member. If you do make one of these, please send me a picture. I love seeing the take that you guys have on things. You always have so many additional ideas and twists that you can make for things, and I love getting to share it on my Facebook so that other people can see it and get inspired. But I also like supporting you right back. I had a viewer who made one of the big storage bookcases that I made, the Totally Tiffany dupe. She was absolutely adorable. She was so excited at getting to recreate it. And when we got to chat, she was just the cutest thing with reacting of, "Oh my gosh, you talked to me." It was absolutely adorable. So I've got a link to her video making that in the description below. Make sure to check her out and give her some love. But if you have made something, send it to me. I'm always excited to share what you've made and show others how easy it is. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to my patrons who allow me to make these videos. I honestly don't know what I would do without them. If you're interested in becoming a supporter, that information is also in the description below. Thank you. I will see you guys in just a few days. Bye.